Oh, what are we playing now? Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
What are you pointing those pliers at me for? You weirdo?
Yeah. Don't you raise your hand at me.
No, he's preaching some religion. He's going to fuck that guy's face up with that ball. Oh, shit. He's looking at porn. Porn.
I don't think so somehow.
You never know. Hey, you know what? You want to talk about detective work? Some of those politicians are pretty shady.
Yeah, sure.
Not that porn is shady, but...
Can be.
Uh-huh. Sure can. Anyway.
Depending.
Oh, Interrogation! Woo!
Yeah.
Playing a new game, guys, called Interrogation. We, Okay, before we start, we found this game. It's by, I think, Critique Gaming. It's a group of folks that we found really interesting. It's a team made up of a lot of different people. Like, there's a guy in this team that's got a master's in law, which is really interesting. And
excuse me, it's really, really dope.
yeah, we're excited because it's going to be a very different type of game. If you're hoping for a let's play of an action-based game, this is not for you. This is going to be a very story-intensive game. We don't really even know completely how it's going to work. We're excited about it. So we're going to choose what?
Detective mode, just in case we get into something.
Peyton's got the field today. Okay, a few years ago. All right. Welcome. This will be the first drill session of the investigative interview and interrogation techniques course. Okay.
Okay.
We'll be bringing in a subject. They're a trained actor, but should be fully in character for the duration of the interview. I'm considered invisible and inaudible by the actor, but I'll be guiding you along. Okay, that's cool. Before any interrogation, the first thing to do is to consult the subject's file. They should give you vital insights into the case, helping you to identify what information or confessions needs to be extracted. Ooh. So recently, Peyton and I, especially Peyton, have been getting into some really interesting crime documentaries.
I was gonna say, yeah.
So that's kind of why we gravitated to this. So what do we got, Peyton? What do you have here? What can you take?
So Douglas Byrd is played by an actor. As per the instructor's directions, treat the actor the same as you would a real subject. Mr. Byrd, despite coming from well-off parents, has taken to bike theft. We have plenty of circumstantial evidence.
Sorry.
Because none of it is direct, however, we need to leverage all the leads in order to get a full confession.
Okay.
So we have bike. Oh
my god.
So this is his full bio. This is his face with glasses. This is his face without glasses. Actually, he looks entirely different in every single one of these photos when I look at it.
Yeah, so it says, he's our main suspect for several bicycle thefts at a local university campus. Several eyewitnesses confirmed his description. We also have CCTV footage showing a masked figure matching the suspect's description, jumping on an unsupervised bicycle and running off fast. An unsupervised bicycle? Oh, just so one that's just sitting there.
One that was just on the street.
He is currently listed as unemployed, living in a rented apartment paid for by his parents. His criminal record is clean, but he is known to be friends with several narcotics abusers, as well as a roommate who was suspected of marijuana dealer. Okay, sure. Interesting. I don't know if you guys know, there's a game out there called Orwell, and it is an amazing game.
So good.
It is really interesting because it brings you into the world of, Orwell, like that writer's world of how he looks at the world, and especially with the modern age of the internet and everything.
It was like they took George Orwell's 1984 and they adapted it for like the modern era.
So the reason why we came to this game is it really got our attention in that same idea. Okay. When you're done checking the files, you can bring in the subject. Be careful, now is not the... oh, here he is.
Oh, okay.
So this is the actor, I guess. So I think you're choosing on the top left which to say to him.
Yeah, so first things first, let's just try and get straight up and ask him. You can check the accusation question every now and then to get a sense of whether you're close to a confession. Okay, so I guess this is the accusation.
Let's talk about you writing a confession. We both know you did it. Come on.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
So why did you steal the bicycle, Douglas? Huh? I ain't stealing no bikes, Rosif. Oh my god. Right, so that surprisingly didn't work. Well, you gave us no choice, you idiot. Well, this is how idiots fucking interrogate. Just want to make sure you got that point. You did choose normal difficulty. We gotta flush out the idiots. Oh, wait. Okay.
Apparently.
So how do we do that? We have the following tools which we can use to see what state the subject is in. This shows us how open the subject is by okay. By looking at pupil dilation. Oh, that's really interesting.
Okay.
Correlate with a few other signals. The wider the pupils are, the more open the subject is. Wow, this is interesting.
Okay, yeah.
The meter tells the metal. Wow, I can read. I can fucking read. The meter tells us how scared the subject is. By measuring pulse as well as other bodily symptoms, the quicker the heart rate, the more scared. It's kind of creepy though. It shows you how much there's manipulative tactics in interrogations, eh?
Oh, they've proven that, yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess what do you expect? It's interrogation. Now you can influence these meters in all sorts of ways. From building a personal connection to exploiting their background, from cornering them in contradictions to roughing them up. Ooh. Let's try to build a connection first. This is interesting.
Okay.
And we got a tape recorder right there too, eh?
I noticed that, yeah.
Be careful, some questions will alienate the subject instead of bringing them closer. Other questions will seem disingenuous if they're approached too suddenly. You'll probably want to start off as soft as possible. This is really fascinating.
Yeah.
Oh god, this game's gonna be hard, isn't it?
Okay, so it says probably nothing that's in his file, right? Hey, living's expensive. I know. I used to crack payphones when I was a teen. Can't believe they have me chasing bikes. Why can't people lock them up?
So what are you trying to do right now? So Peyton, whenever you're doing stuff in this, because there's a lot of reading, just express your thought process.
I'm basically just I'm thinking that if we jump into the file right away, that it's going to basically set him off.
I would make a personal connection first, yeah.
That's what I mean. So I was trying to decide which of these two would build more of a personal connection, like talking about living expenses.
I know. I used to crack payphones when I was a teen. Okay.
But then I'm thinking then it's also implicating him in a crime, where if I say this one, it might appeal to the fact that he's like...
Why can't people just lock him up properly? I can't believe they have...
Because isn't he got like white collar parents kind of idea?
Yeah, go for your gut, man. I want you to play the game. You enjoy it.
Okay.
For trying shit, I don't know. It's fucking stupid, man. A waste of taxpayer money and all that. Okay, good. You seem more authentic. Now get closer to the subject.
Okay.
Oh, it's such a fascinating game.
So let's go to the living expenses.
Okay. Word. That's thug. Oh, we even gave you a little look.
Oh.
That's really interesting how they're even commusing the body. This is like literally a simulator for interrogating somebody.
Yeah.
What this is. This is so cool. Okay, we have them opening up some. Good. That is why the meter now shows a wider circle. Ah.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. Now let's see how we could try to scare him. You want to intimidate, but don't jump to big threats right off the bat.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's in your file. What's the matter? They cut you. Oh, sorry.
I finished him.
Sorry.
Don't be afraid to ask questions more than once. Asking again with the subject in a different state or with new information on the table can yield new results. That's so cool.
Okay.
This is such an interesting game, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fascinating. Okay. Yeah, all these things matter.
Did the drugs make you know what? Sorry, if we don't have a deal and you're found guilty, it's absolutely prison time. But I can give you a deal if you plead guilty. I've heard this one be said before, by the way, in a documentary.
Oh yeah, well, I think that one's common.
Actually, a couple though.
That's commonly used.
Did the drugs? You know how many months?
That's not gonna help you. You know how many moments you do for a bike theft? Oh, hey, you're tough. You'll be fine in prison, I'm sure. Actually, I kind of like that one in a weird way because you're relating to him, but then he's realizing his consequences as an afterthought.
Oh, I see what you're saying. What I mean? Yeah, you're like, oh, you know, that. Thug life, right? Yeah.
But maybe he'll take it as a threat. I don't know.
Let's try it.
I'd be just fine inside, yo. Oh, he's okay with it. He's not buying it. Shit. I can feel this is a real possibility to ask him that again.
Okay.
He's not feeling like you're actually being serious.
Okay, so why don't we ask him about how many months then?
How many months do you think there is? Yeah, because
make him think about it.
Nah, man. Nah, I ain't worried about that. There are signs of fear. We're on to something. Yeah, because he doesn't know how many fucking months there are in.
Did his heart rate go up?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit.
Can you like monitor this side?
I'm watching him.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so we're onto something. What about this? Maybe about the drugs?
Guess I'm clean, yo.
With confidence. Okay.
He doesn't seem scared by that. Might actually be clean.
Okay.
I don't think the drug things were going to work at all. Thought that was going to make you lose your connection with him. What did you say to him? Sorry?
I told him about... So I said, if we don't have a deal and you're found guilty... Because it was like the only option left that we hadn't tried.
It's absolutely prison time, but I can only give you a deal if you plead guilty.
Yeah.
I don't need no deal, pig. I'm innocent.
So
this isn't scaring him. He doesn't feel like it could happen.
Okay. Okay, what about...
This is kind of interesting.
What about maybe this one again?
Nah, man, I ain't worried about that.
Okay.
He said timidly. So you see how it describes how he says it back to you. You got to read that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Okay, so that led him on to that.
Mm-hmm.
What if we go straight to this? Because I built up his confidence with these two. Maybe that's why.
You did that one already. Did you not do that already?
Let's try it.
You know, he doesn't want to do a deal.
Okay. Okay. So let's try this again. Because that's making him timid. Maybe this. I know you're tough while he's timid.
Yeah.
Break down psychology a bit.
They avoid your gaze. Well, what?
Okay,
you
now...
You don't do time for snatching bikes, do you? My dad works for a senator. I'll be fine.
Okay. So they reveal new information that you can further pursue. Oh, you think a senator will risk his career for the sake of a bike snatching kid? Really?
Oh, shit. Probably not. Shit. Oh. There we go. Now we scared shitless.
Let's try this.
But, like, I mean, what would a deal be like?
Okay.
As you can see, this pulse is much faster. Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. That's what I said. You gotta be monitoring this side for me.
I'm sorry.
Do your job.
I'm on this cheesy goodness of Putin I'm having.
Yeah. Do you like the Greek sauce? What? I do, actually.
Well,
we're having, like, Greek feta poutine tonight. It's so yummy.
Oh my god, we sound like such white bitches.
We are. This is the most basic ever. Okay, so now this is off the record, but I want you to know your options. Oh no. At any time, you can stop the recorder tracking your questioning.
Oh shit. Dude.
Oh.
This is so cool.
This will make people suspicious. The public will be what happened when the recording was stopped. You'll be accused, but ultimately it's your word against theirs. In a pinch, though, it's something to consider.
Wow.
You have the means of enhanced interrogation that can be used to get the subject scared faster. Try a couple out. The actor will pretend to be hurt. Oh. Let's Batman this bitch, but we never start with the head.
Oh my god, we're Batmaning him. Oh my god. Okay, that's kind of funny. What did you say? What's happening? Sometimes you'll be interrogating against the clock. Oh shit, are you kidding me?
Oh, because I rough-handled him too much?
Or just in general, like...
Okay. Sometimes you'll be interrogating one room, one guy. Oh, switch between rooms, get cross-reference the info they give you. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Anyway, you'll keep your manual after you finish. Okay, thank you.
Oh my god.
It's great for refreshing your memory. Yeah, please.
This is really cool because I know this is a video game and it's not the real thing. I know that. But it's giving you an idea of how complicated this can really get, though. It's really interesting. What would it like that involve, though?
Okay, you've almost got him. We have to press him the right way. There are ways in which you press an open subject, and other ways which you press a terrified subject like this one. Look, you'll be fine. We'll help you compensate the victims, make things right, ready to sign a confession. Let's see your life sign the damn confession right now. Maybe we can keep your dumbass out of jail. What do you think?
I want to do second one, but I don't know if he'll be... I think second one, because he got a scares guy, because he's like going like, oh no, man, because you're trying to make him feel like you're actually an idiot. You just did stupid stuff, and now you're going to go to jail. I'd be scared of the guy. Because I feel like you're very nice. He'll be like, whatever, man. Like, you know, it makes, because he's confident because his fucking dad. He's confident because his dad. You got to make him feel like, well, no, you fucked up, man. You know? So I'd say the second one. Okay, all right, I'll sign. Oh, I knew it! Hell yeah.
All right, report.
Eat shit. Taking names, asking questions. You guys can't see it because of the way we're recording it, but we got achievement for that.
Taking names and asking questions.
Chief Anderson. Hey, I need you to come in on a case. It sounds like he's like ready to do me in the back room, though. Fisher's brought in a set of guys.
A set of good.
They are in the interrogation rooms. Are you ready to get frisky with them? Hey. We have the Vic's husband, the only witness, and the robber that broke in. We need your questioning magic in there. A confession, because of all the circumstantial innuendo. What'd you choose, dude? What'd you choose?
Sure thing, man.
Sure thing, man. This is getting so hot and steamy here, guys. Can we get a room? So the story is Cox broke an arm with a lone cow piece, holding this Peterson up and tying him to a chair. I can't fucking read. Bud comes in, jumps for the phone. Cox drops her with 2 shots to the back before bolting. We have the gun. No prints, though. This Pearson was a cool... oh my god, I love it. Was
cool as a cucumber. Yeah.
That was the cat. His wife's body lying there in the other room. Managed to track down and also grab Cox. Street contracts helped. But we still don't have a clear picture of the murderer. Check out the files. Grill them, cross-examination, get me a confession. You have this. Like, come on. He's like, got this. All right. Oh, and now we're getting, this is interesting. Here we go. Okay, we got it.
Here we go.
There's going to be a lot of reading in this game, so I apologize, as I know that we're both not the best readers. At least I'm definitely not.
Do you want me to try reading?
Yeah, you go for it.
Okay. Heather Peterson was murdered in her living room in front of her husband, Daryl Peterson. He was found tied to the chair in the same room. He claims a burglar broke in and, alarmed with a low-caliber gun, threatened them, tied them up, and subsequently shot Miss Peterson as she tried to use her cell phone. Using the mix of the description provided and a tip from a local pawn shop, we managed to track down the burglar, one Jerry Muke Cox, and apprehend him.
I just want to call him Munch, like Robert Munch.
Oh.
Jerry Munch Cox.
Munch. Jerry Munch
Cox! Apprehend that fucker.
Oh, that's funny. Okay.
You almost found outside the building near the fire escape. The thief used to enter and leave the premises.
The evidence of the burglary is clear, but we still don't have a full picture of a murder, which Munch strongly denies committing. that complicates things is Miss Daryl Peterson's attitude. The first detective on the scene described him as disturbingly serene. Our best hope of closing the case fast and clean is an admission of guilt. Mooch and Pearson have both been held for questioning. You have been tasked with extracting a confession.
Sorry, kid. I know I'm going to slow things down there, but a little better picture. So I get that. So so Munch shot wife, right? That's what we're thinking, at least. I guess that's
yes,
the point
but
of this
there's
whole thing.
also a part where Daryl was kind of like, I guess my wife's dead, so he looked kind of suspicious.
That's right.
So they're both being.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay, that's why we're going to cross-examine.
They are both suspect.
Sorry, I'm a little slower. Let's try to catch up. Okay, so this is
Kooks.
So is this the husband or not?
This is the not husband.
This is the guy that came in. Like, how did this guy come into the house? Sorry, I'm just trying to get a better picture. In front of her husband, Daryl Pearson. So he was found tied in a chair in the same room. He claims a burglar broke in armed with a...
Okay, so it's a tip.
Shot Miss Pearson. So using the description and provided a tip from a local pawn shop, we managed to track down the burglar once Jerry...
So this guy is being held because he got brought in for a tip. Okay, so that kind of makes him a little less...
What do you mean by for a tip, sorry?
So sometimes what people will do is police during, like, things like this will set up... So if you have, like, a burglary or, like, an abduction or anything, they'll set up, like, a tip line to see if anybody else in the community has seen the crime or potentially any suspects.
Yeah, okay, sorry, so that makes sense.
But the thing is, you get a lot of crazies this way, too. So the thing is, when you're using this, you have to do it with a grain of salt because it's like you're taking somebody's description based on what they think they've seen. So let's actually read the bio, though.
Yeah, okay. So this is the guy that we got tipped on, right?
Yes.
Someone tipped this guy.
Yes.
I got you. Jerry Cox, alias Munch in the Cox, you know what I'm saying? Has identified as the burglar who broke into Pearson's apartment the night of the murder. Okay. So his criminal record is quite colorful. It includes car theft, pickpocketing, burglary, credit card fraud. A high school dropout with no current employment, Munch is well known to the local police as a troublemaker. Okay. He is the main suspect and has been directly accused of tying down the couple and shooting the wife, possibly impulsively under stress when she reacted for her phone. While circumstantial evidence and the husband's testimony points to Munch as the murderer, it is not sufficient for conviction. He does not have a past record of violent crime.
I was just about to say that. Look at all of the crimes. Do any of those really line up with some... Like, if you're tying somebody up and murdering somebody else, there's usually a motive, and behind that motive...
Well, they're saying it might have been a reaction.
Like, this already seems staged to me. Yeah, but, okay, yep, that's my own bias, so I'm going to be aware of that.
Yeah, that's what makes this complicated, right? Because, like, sometimes, like, we have a bias of, like... Like, here's an example. In the very beginning there with that actor that we had, there's a bit of a bias there, right? It's like, oh, what type of guy would steal a bike? This is the type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He would look like this.
Yeah.
And that's a bias. Like, that's a real white-collar bias. You know? Fucking any girl, a kid could steal a bicycle.
Look at this. Mooch has previously taken plea bargains and can be perhaps pressured into doing so. So if you just want to shut the case, you can pressure this guy.
Do the wrong thing. Ooh. Interesting, though. So, what do you think our goal is? To do the right thing, or to get them, or just to set?
I want to try to get the right. I want to try to do the right thing. Okay, if we can. Yeah.
So this is the husband, right? Dale Pearson is the husband of the victim. Although we usually avoid involving family members on the recently deceased in an investigation, he is the sole witness of the murder, and as such a key asset. He has voluntarily agreed to be interviewed. Peterson's reports so far have been accurate and led to the arrest of the burglar and main suspect for the murder, Jerry Munch Cox, because he munches all that Cox, you know what I'm saying? However, the police officers of the first unit at the scene reported Peterson displaying unusual calm and composure, and this is a suspicious degree of detachment for someone emerging from a traumatic and stressful situation. This raises some concerns. Yeah, Peterson has a clean record, and there is no evidence that points to any wrongdoing on his part.
Okay.
So really, just the fact that he just seems cool with it.
Yep. Okay, that's fair. Bring them in, boys.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Let's just open up. You tell me.
No need to mister me around, Chief. You can call me Munch. Okay.
Are you from the city?
A tinge of smile shows in the corner of their eyes. Ooh. Ooh, I love this. This is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Born and raised in this pistol. Yeah, I like to think of it now, you know?
Okay, let's see. Okay, so he's from the city.
He's connecting, eh?
Yeah,
That's kind of interesting.
Have any friends or family?
They state sadness seeping through their voice. Don't you
okay.
drag him into this. But I've got a cousin. He's probably worried about me.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll say that he knows you're safe.
So what'd you say?
I said that I would write his cousin just to say that he was safe, in case his cousin worries. Because he said his cousin's probably going to worry.
Good, that's it. Yeah, we're trying to establish a relationship, right?
Yeah.
Thanks, Chief, but I'd rather he didn't get into trouble looking for me. Just leave him out of this, okay?
Okay.
They stay with a tinge of disbelief in their voice. Whoa. That you would do that, I guess.
Okay.
So they're starting to be a little wary of you now.
Okay.
What'd you say?
I said I wanted to.
All right, they stay. What'd you say?
Oh, sorry. I just don't know if I should stay with this topic or I shouldn't.
You said let's talk some more about yourself, Munch.
Okay.
Okay, you're moving a little.
Sorry.
A little faster, Peyton. We're trying to catch up with you.
Sorry.
It's all good, man. So you say what you're saying. I'll read his responses. Okay. Sound like a deal?
Yeah, sounds like a deal. But basically, what he just says, let's just talk about your past crimes, because he was kind of like, what do you want to know? Like, kind of defeated. So it's like, okay.
So you said now this is not your first crime, is it?
Yeah, this is not your first.
They try to control their anger. Oh, he's getting grouchy. Why? You want to send me to prison for the old ones again? Whoa. Oh, he's getting a little grouchy. He's not really opening up at all.
What made you turn to crime? You've already been convicted once and did your time. Why do it again? Are you a part of any group? So why you should have stayed? Well, not this one.
No, he's getting pissed off.
I am curious
ask him
about
to know
this.
him. What made you turn to crime, man?
Yeah, well, what made you turn to crime?
They state, making clear pauses between each statement. What you want, Chief? Sob story? It's pretty easy. I wanted to eat, didn't have food. Others had food. Or TVs that you can sell for food.
Okay.
Okay.
Why
so
did
he's
you
kind of embarrassed by it, eh? So I think there's truth in that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of truth in that. Why did you say you became a criminal? You've already been convicted of crime once. Are you... Well, not why you should have stayed in school, because that's just gonna make somebody feel like shit.
That's the thing, yeah. You gotta make it feel like it's a relationship between you and him.
Yeah.
Not you just shitting on him.
Let's ask about any kind of cooperation with a group or a gang. Because I think he's a loner, but let's just check, okay?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, you nailed him. Damn, they shake their head vigorously. What? Of course not. Gangers are a dangerous bunch to be around. Not my cup of tea.
Okay, so...
You nailed that, yeah.
And he said dangerous bunch, which is kind of interesting to me.
Interesting, yeah. Yeah, man.
So let's come back to this later, maybe.
I'm sure we will.
Let's change the topic.
You're the boss here. He's not really opening up, though. I think his heart rate's getting a little faster, though.
Let's talk about the burglary for a bit.
They shake defensively. I don't get what the fuss is about. It ain't like I got that much out of it.
Okay, so why
his heart rate's getting faster, eh?
Okay, interesting. Thank you for keeping track of that, by the way.
Yeah. This is a two-person thing, yeah. You gotta really watch him. What do you think, man?
I'm gonna ask, were you aware that there were people inside?
Oh, that's a good question. They state a quick smile on the corners of their mouth. How could I know about that? I don't have cameras in people's toilets like you boys do. Whoa.
Ooh.
That was some His heart rate's still pretty fast, but he's not opening up at all.
Then why take the risk if you did not know if there are people inside?
They stay smoldering anger showing in their voice. Ooh. Yeah, why? I wouldn't. I didn't do it. Oh, interesting. Oh, because you pointed the finger at him, right?
Yeah, but they were home. Did you see them?
They stayed defensively. I bolted back down the ladder before I could see anyone. Okay.
Moonch, we know you stole things. You didn't just run away. Come on, work with me here.
They seemed annoyed. Ah, shit, yeah, fine. The bedroom was empty, so I jumped in.
So if they weren't in the bedroom then, when did you notice them?
They described it in a neutral voice. After I jumped in, I heard voices inside the apartment somewhere. Sounded like they were fighting or something. Now that's interesting because it's like we just got past the part that he was worried about, which was the stealing of the shit.
Yeah.
And now it's just neutral. So it's like he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah, okay.
That's really quite interesting.
So did you hear what they were fighting about?
They stayed raising their voice. What do you think I am, man? The CIA? You tell me what we're fighting about. I got my ass out of there as soon as I noticed somebody was in the house. That would make sense.
Yeah. So let's change the topic then.
You're the boss here.
Okay, so you said... Yeah, so you said, he took something. Let's figure out what you took.
They stay with frustration in their voice.
Ah, shit.
Just some useless small trees. It was the only thing around. I don't get what the big deal is.
Okay, and then what point did you run away after you took some trees?
They stayed blankly. As soon as I figured out they were home, I jumped back out and down the fire escape ladder. I wasn't inside for more than, I don't know, like 5 minutes. And that was blankly said, so. His heart rate really hasn't changed at all, by the way.
Yeah. Let's see why he chose this specific house, because it's the one I haven't chosen yet.
They say defensively. I didn't choose it for nothing, Chief. I didn't do it. Whatever it is you want to pin on me.
Okay, but you said you were there.
You admitted I was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you say you went down an escape ladder, so the fire escape ladder was already down. You've already said that much, dude.
So I would call him on that.
Yeah.
You can. So what'd you say to him?
I said, so the fire escape ladder was already down?
They seem annoyed. Yeah, it was. Do I look like a circus acrobat to you? Oh, jeez. Pissy much?
And what did you use to break the window?
Stayed with disgust. What? I didn't break no window. It was wide open. Your tricks don't work on me, Chief. I'm too smart for that.
Okay. Were the lights on or off?
They stayed seeming annoyed. I wouldn't go in if the lights were on.
Okay.
Well, sometimes people put lights on when they're left when they leave their home. Like,
Yeah.
just to fool with smart guys like you, man.
Alright, let's get to the murder then. So that's the burglary.
Alright, here we go. It's gonna be interesting. Let's see what he does. So what'd you
wow.
What'd you say?
I just said I wanted to talk about the murder.
He says I know nothing about that. He seems annoyed. He's not seeming scared. He just seems pissed off that we're talking about it. He could be hiding his emotions. I don't know.
Let's start neutral. Let's see if he even knew them. So I'm gonna say, did you know the Petersons before the event?
They stayed raising their eyebrow. Look, the only Peterson I know sells groceries back in the neighborhood. So no, I don't know the Petersons. Never did. I don't even know what they look like.
Okay.
This game's cool, eh, Peyton? Like, this is a fucking cool game. This is really goddamn cool.
Let's again start a little bit neutral, because he claims he was at the house. Sort of. He's going back and forth on that.
I wonder if that's a game glitch or if that's just literally...
No, I think that's just based on his state of mind, but it could be a bit of a game glitch. Do you know what I mean?
I wonder if he's just like, I wasn't there. What are you talking about?
Maybe. I'm just gonna see if he
I think
says
in some ways he's trying to play you too to see what you will forget and not remember.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's you gotta really watch him.
Yeah.
You gotta catch him on shit.
Yeah, I agree. So did you happen to see anybody else in or around the house when you were in there?
They stayed blankly. I didn't see anyone. The street was empty, and I ran away as soon as I heard voices inside. Uh-huh.
Okay, so let's talk about this then.
His openness went down a little bit.
The gun that shot Miss Pearson was found near the fire escape ladder that you used.
Someone must have dropped it or something. I told you I know nothing about the murder. Well, you were there, sir. So clearly shit from the murder was left around you.
I was just about to say that. You said the weapon isn't yours, yet you were the only one at the crime scene. That doesn't add up. Okay, now we're getting really defensive if I'm looking at his
look at his heart rate, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's getting nervous.
Yeah.
Chief, ask anyone. Go search my house. Do whatever you want. Oh, we have a warrant? You gave us permission. Interesting. That wasn't smart.
Mm-hmm.
We're getting smart with this shit. We've learned from our crime documentaries, though it's more US and we're Canadian.
Yeah.
If you don't say a damn thing, especially something like that to a cop, say we'll use it.
So he said, I never had a gun, but I'm going to just ask, I'm going to get back to that because I want to check if he keeps that story.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so let's change the topic a bit though here because these are all very pressure questions.
Yeah.
I want to change the heat, but in a different way.
You're the boss here.
I'm going to say we found the husband tied down. He claims that you did it.
They erupt in anger. What? That lying shit lump. Do you think I carry a rope around just in case? Nah, I'm not into that shibari stuff. He's not being more open, but his heart rate's high. Huh.
Let's say, again, did you see anyone else in or around the house when you were in there?
Told ya, I didn't see anyone. Okay. You're being very clean and clear about that, man. If nobody else was there, then
Okay, well, did you feel threatened by the couple in any way?
I'm sure they're nice people, but I haven't seen them, spoken to them, or even sent them a text. That's a long way of saying no.
Okay. Okay, I just want to come back to him. I want to go talk to the other guy.
You want to talk to the husband now?
Yeah.
Because once you move on. Oh wow, that was fast. Conveyor belt.
Okay, so let's get to know this guy a bit, Daryl. Tell me about yourself, Daryl.
They stayed at a low volume. I don't know if this is the best time to get acquainted, but ask away. Well, of course it's the best time to get acquainted. We're gonna be in this room for a while, bucko.
Okay, I'm gonna be very, very sympathetic. So what you went through can be very traumatic. Do you have any family to help you through these tough times?
They stayed slightly annoyed. No, I do not think this is in any way relevant to your investigation.
Well, the first few hours must be hard. How are you handling loss?
Stay calmly. We have to move on, don't we?
So I'm going to say...
He's very avoidant, though. He's not even wanting to talk about it.
And I'm going to point that out. My reports say you were surprisingly calm when the police found you. Do you care that little about your wife's death?
Their voices' pitch rises. How dare you? I was in shock, and I wanted to be as helpful as possible, so I was trying to keep my cool and be useful. Oh, I don't know, man. Your heart rate didn't really go up that much at all.
I'm going to say, as I said, loss is difficult. Let me know if you start feeling bad.
Just drop the fake pleasantries. They disgust me.
Okay. Well, then let's change the topic.
And I'm okay.
So I have some questions about your wife.
What about her?
Any neighbors that she wasn't on good terms with?
I don't know. We didn't talk too much with our neighbors, and she wasn't very sociable. How does this help you put that bastard behind bars? Well, he really wants that guy on behind bars.
Okay.
I am right behind you there, Peyton. I think that other dude was just a good coincidence.
Yeah. Well, we're keeping all lines open, so did she get along with her colleagues at work?
From what I know, yeah, she never told me about any serious arguments anyways. It's very blankly stated, too.
Okay. So are you sure, do you think anyone would harm her enough to plan on harming her?
Enough to plan it. Plan? What are you saying? That it was planned? They stay in disbelief. That's a weird response, don't you think?
Yeah.
That's weird, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna say this one. Burglars usually abandon their attempt if there are people at home. This one didn't, and I'm wondering why he would be so stupid.
Those sort of people don't think straight. They just can't. Too dumb for it. Probably why he ended up a criminal to begin with. This is an interesting strategy, getting him to tell the story.
Yeah.
And see how good his story is versus you telling the story.
Okay, so let's see if we can.
You can. Loving the music, by the way. The game's music is really cool. Okay, what do you want to know?
So, did you hear the burglar coming into the house?
No, not really. The TV volume was quite high.
Okay, so when and where did you first see him?
They stayed after pausing for a second to think.
When he entered the living room. But he said he claimed he went in the bedroom.
Right? That's what they do said.
Okay. So he's saying he entered the living room, okay?
So you can use that to question the other dude too and see what he says.
Yep.
Interesting.
So where were you and your wife when you first saw him then?
We were in the living room. Is this relevant to the investigation? Yes, that's why we're asking it, you turd. Just fucking listen. And answer the same questions.
Yep. At what point did you and the burglar?
What'd you ask?
At what point did the burglar pull out the gun?
They stayed raising their voice. He had his gun out when he burst in. Oh.
Okay. So how did you react when you saw the gun?
I put my hands up, of course. I told him that he could take whatever he wanted as long as he did not hurt us.
Okay. So did he also want to tie...
Down.
Or maybe why did he tie you down?
I guess he was scared I would try to fight him off.
Did you provoke him or in any way threaten him somehow maybe?
I didn't. He said that blankly too. But even if I would have, he's still a murderer. I don't want to talk about this anymore, okay?
Okay, well, you're going to. Did he also want to tie down your wife?
Yes, he was telling her to sit down when she started towards the phone. That's when he shot her.
Okay, well, Munch claims he does not own a gun and there is no evidence tying one to him.
Well, he's clearly lying, or perhaps he stole mine. I kept it in the bedroom. Interesting.
You kept it in the bedroom, okay.
So wait a minute, was he in the bedroom though, wasn't he?
Yes.
Shit. That's not looking good.
Oh, I don't want to hint. I want to go back.
Yeah, we don't want to fucking hint. We want to figure this shit out. You said you are not registered as a gun owner. Oh shit.
You said you own a gun. You are not registered as a gun owner.
Oh, his heart rate's going faster. They state defensively, the state's legislation does not say I need to register. I bought it at a gun fair anyway. What about it?
Why did you not report the suit sooner? It's quite dubious you would hide such a thing.
I didn't think I had to. I didn't report the numbers of shoes I own either. A gun and shoes are very different, friend.
Okay, so why didn't you try use the gun in self-defense then?
I couldn't reach it in time. I was even waiting for an opportunity to test my aim on filth like him. Whoa. So you would
So
kill him,
you
eh?
were prepared for
That
such
is
an
actually
event?
showing a little bit of what this guy is willing to do.
Yeah.
Because I personally would never say that.
No.
No. Even if I was scared out of my mind, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, I love like just testing my aim on fucking assholes that I hate.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of a weird thing to say.
Yeah, it's kind of nervy, man. They cross their arms defensively. Seeing how dangerous the city is nowadays, criminals running loose while the police force is too corrupt to do anything about it, you have to be ready to take matters into your own hands. No offense. I guess part of it too is I live in a very different culture than this guy is explaining too, so I don't know. That's what makes all this messy. Is like there's so many little things running into each other. I'm so biased in everything I say.
Yeah.
I don't fucking even know.
I understand your concerns, but most people don't have the stomach to shoot even in self-defense. Do you think you would have been able to?
Quivers with anger. His open bar is going higher, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, see it? So you see how in the bar, see the two lines that's kind of hovering by?
Yeah.
So you see how they're going outwards past those lines? That's a good sign. Before it was under those lines, now it's out. So he says, yes, when the system doesn't protect you, you have to do it yourself. If we had an armed neighborhood watch, filth like that burglar would have dared to step out on our streets, or wouldn't have dared to step out on the street.
Okay. Can you go back to some other questions? Ooh, interesting. Quite harsh views you have, Mr. Pearson. Do you really think this burglar deserves to die?
He state resolutely whilst crossing their arms. Hell yes. With some people, there is no alternative. You have to take things into your own hands and get tough. The only way this world will ever be a better place is if honest people stand up with force if necessary.
So, vigilante justice, you think that's the solution?
There's so much filth out there, and the system that's supposed to clean it up is just as dirty. If honest people like you and me don't take action, the filth will drown us all. It is the only solution. It's interesting how he included you in the honest people thing. He's trying to bring you into this situation.
Just you and me? That won't change much, don't you think?
There's many of us out there who think like this. We found each other online, like-minded people willing to take up the responsibility to do the right thing.
What are you talking about? A political platform?
No, politics is their game. If we play by their rules, we lose because it's a rigged game. We need to short-circuit the whole system, shake up the entire establishment.
What the fuck?
What are you talking about, man?
That takes a coordinated effort, though. How will it happen?
Oh, this is really cool. See, it's calmly, too. I think this guy's a psychopath, man.
Yeah.
There's this group I was talking about. We mostly meet online, forums, boards, chat rooms. It's a great tool for organizing ourselves, but plan things out. This whole thing was planned, man.
Yeah. What sort of plans are you talking about?
Confidence and conviction. Oh, man. He's very open, though. He's really talking about things right now.
Yeah.
He's sharing a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure. I don't have the rights to the chat room where things are organized, but it will certainly be big. Oh my god, is this guy going to...
Why don't you have access to this chat room?
They shrug. You need to show commitment beforehand and be part of the group for a while. I asked for access. I'm sure I'll get it soon.
Who has access, then?
They're anonymous, of course. We know each other by our IDs. Mostly veterans, people who have been involved for a long time. They assign a mentor to new people. Mine is Horn Bunny 49. Still, silly name, I know.
What needs to be discussed in such secrecy?
I don't know for sure, but it's the place where they assign actual tasks and set up meetings. Things are picking up recently. It's all very exciting to be part of the Liberation Front. That's a big thing in this game, by the way.
Okay.
That's a big thing.
Wasn't that a big thing in Orwell, too?
I think so, yeah.
The Liberation Front, so that's the group's name?
No one voted on it or anything, but it's just what we call it.
Okay, I've heard enough.
A tentative smile shows across the corners of his eyes. If you want some links to the forums, I'll give them. You know what he's doing, eh? He's trying to get you hooked up. He thinks he's in power right now.
Yeah.
He thinks he's in total power. You see this shit?
Yeah.
This guy's crazy. You think he's telling a police officer, like, hey man, join this fucking thing. Oh my god. The chat rooms are anonymous, of course. We know each other by our IDs. Yeah, okay, we know this already.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, what were you and your wife doing the night before it all happened? What? They spit out the words with venom in their eyes.
Being robbed by a burglar you and your fellow policeman didn't catch in time. What? What? Wait, what? Were you what you asking? What were you and your wife doing last night? Being robbed by a burglar and your fellow policeman. Okay. Well, you're just being a little bitch, eh? Okay. He really does not want to talk about his wife. He does not want to talk about it. Quite obviously, I don't see the point of this question.
I just want to go back to this guy for a second. Yeah, there it is. Have you heard of the Liberation Front?
They offer a confused look. That a gang or something? No, never heard of them. Must be new.
Huh. Okay.
He's not very open right now, but he's very scared.
He doesn't want to ask about. Just ask if there's people inside again. I just want to see if he knew where they were. See if that part at least matches.
It's funny how we're at this point where we're pretty convinced this guy didn't do it.
Yeah.
He's going to be defensive thinking we are going to put him in jail or something, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. It makes you think as a cop, like, how do you do all this shit?
That's why I'm playing the game a little bit back and forth here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, when did you notice them?
Told you, I ran out as soon as I heard voices.
Again, did you see them while they were inside?
Explaining the frustration in their voice. We talked about this already.
What did you say you took?
Small trees and some pots. Ain't worth that much.
Again, at what point did you run away? Figured they were home. Okay, we'll come back to this later.
Jerry! God damn it, Jerry. Look at he's got his arms crossed, this asshole. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
He's very open though. You can like squeeze the toothpaste right out of him.
Okay.
I'm not saying you should do it, by the way, but he's so open. You almost want to ask the question, Daryl, who actually killed your wife, man?
You want me to do it?
I don't know if you should. It might ruin the whole thing. That's why I'm like, maybe I should let you do your process.
I'm just gonna say, have you taken leave from work to deal with this?
There was no need for that. They fired me months ago.
Oh. Well,
interesting. What have you been doing for months, buddy boy?
Okay, where'd you used to work?
I'm a carpenter by trade. I used to work at Hewitt and Look, whatever that is. I'm sorry, I can't read.
Yeah.
Nearby furniture factory. Okay.
Okay. The job front must be frustrating.
They sigh. Yes, it is. I despise all that ass kissing and self-boasting not everybody understands.
So why did you get fired then, Mr. Pearson?
The corrupt assholes there wanted to hire cheaper labor and immigrants and such. They didn't care I have been working there for 6 years. All they care about is their own bottom line, these global corporations.
Okay.
And their smolders.
So...
I'm feeling this guy's a little racist.
Yeah, so your wife was the primary earner then?
Well, yes, if you want to put it like that. She was quite proud of it too. Rubbed it in my face with each opportunity she had. Interesting.
Okay, well let's change the topic.
They look away too, like visualizing it.
So you and your wife argued often and she blamed you for getting fired.
Yeah, she was relentless about it. Mostly blamed me for it. So this is really interesting because you know what you've done, right? You've gotten to talk with this Liberation Front and made him feel like, yeah, you're not going to put him in jail.
Yeah.
And now we're just talking about his wife.
Yeah, now we're just bros, right?
And now we're just talking about his wife.
Just bros, yeah.
And now he's spilling the fucking beans.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, she was relentless about it. Mostly blamed me for it. Wouldn't believe me that my boss was a bastard and that he had it in for me. Women like her always think they need to know everything. Well, you're not making any money, man, so I would be also questioning you too.
How common were these arguments?
It came to a point with that we couldn't even be in the same room without fighting. Wow. Even tonight, she even started one tonight over some stupid stain on my shirt. That's not looking pretty good on you, man.
Must have been frustrating for you, her constant pestering.
It looked lost in thought. Yeah, he keeps like looking away, visualizing.
Yeah,
which is a good sign that he's telling the truth. Because if you can visualize it, well, not necessarily. I guess you're Sherlock, you visualize stuff, but
I guess but he.
The average Joe, that's usually a sign that it happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes, I guess it was. I just had enough. You've been with someone for 7 years. You expect some respect at that point, some consideration, but no, she could be such a shrew sometimes, I'm telling you. Oh, you sound like a great husband.
So that's why you seemed so composed about the situation? You actually hated her? Their voice lowers to a near whisper. Look how open he is, dude. Look at the right. Look how fucking open he is. I did, yes. I'm not happy she died, but I can't help but feel relief that she won't be blaming me for all the things that went wrong. Now, that could be the total truth, though. Hey? Yeah.
He could be just in a situation where, she died. Hey?
Yeah.
And that guy and our little friend over here might have accidentally pulled the trigger after all.
Yeah, so let's go back a bit to the incident's timeline.
How do you know which one's right? This is getting tough. Because at the end of the day, the other guy could have done it. I'm still leaning more towards him, this guy. The husband, but...
Maybe not, actually. I just want to see if there's anything you actually hated her. Okay, and then that brings me back to the original part. Sorry, I was just trying to see.
You want to try the other dude? See if he's got anything more?
Yeah.
We don't really have much more to ask him, though.
No, not really. I'm pretty convinced this guy is.
He doesn't know anything about the Liberation Front.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I'm going to say this. When I read a little about the game, not giveaways, just advertisements.
Yeah.
They're like, you're going to explore the Liberation Front, which makes, I'm not going to lie, the husband look pretty bad.
Yeah. I feel like there's a little bit more I gotta dig into here. Let's talk more about your gun, buddy boy.
I do not understand why you care so much about that. As I said, I keep it so that I can stop scum from hurting me and my family.
So you say you could not reach your gun in time?
As I said, obviously yes. Otherwise, that scumbag wouldn't be alive right now. I'm just okay. Let's look at motivations. Let's talk about motivations. His motivations, he's already expressed directly to us, is that he hates people that steal from him.
Yeah.
Which I guess we all do, but I mean, he really hates people on the street. He really hates them a lot. He's got a passion for it, actually.
Yeah.
And he hates his wife. What's happened so far? His wife is dead, and the other dude's looking pretty bad and getting blamed for it.
Yeah.
It's set up really well in his interest. He's looking pretty bad. He's looking pretty sketchy still.
Yeah.
I can't rationalize away from this guy too easily, unless it just happened to be an accidental shot from the other dude. And this guy just getting...
Yeah, what is the connection with this other dude? Because he was there, but why? Is it just a random burglary, or is it something more?
Right?
All right, let's...
I feel like it was set up, though, because, why? Because it was so perfectly set up, right?
Yeah.
So why... And he talked about the Liberation Front, and he's clearly planned stuff, so did he plan this whole thing? What did your wife think about...
I wondered this. What did your wife think about these online friends of yours?
Anger flickers in their eyes. She did not approve. I gave her another reason to criticize me. Oh yeah, all those arguments.
So how were things in your marriage?
That's quite personal. When you've been married for 7 years, things get complicated.
So I understand that you and your wife had frequently disagreements of this.
Yes, many fights started with her criticizing me, especially about not having a job. She blamed me for it constantly, as if the current state of the job market did not matter one bit.
The argument you had the night of your attack was that common in your relationship. Yes, we know this.
We weren't on best terms. We have been fighting quite often about the most stupid things. You know how it goes. I guess both of us thought we would settle it when the time was right.
My file does not say, but do you have any children?
No children are a waste of time, don't you think? Ooh.
Okay.
So what was, yeah.
Yeah, let's talk some more about your marriage then.
Yeah, what was his marriage to you? You don't seem to do anything in this life. You don't even have a job. You just go on these chats. You don't like, what was this marriage?
So is there anyone you would think would plan on harming her?
No, not really.
Oh, let's try this bullshit. Can't imagine getting married myself ever.
Here we go. Cool. I really don't care.
Okay.
Oh, you didn't buy that one bit, eh?
No. Alright. So there's no one you think would plan on harming her?
No, not really. I think you asked that already.
Yeah. I'm just trying. You can try to ask things multiple times. Maybe press more about his views? You do have some extreme views.
You keep on saying extreme. I keep on saying this is the only reasonable perspective any man could have.
Wait, what?
What? You go. He's just basically saying that his extreme views are like normal. That they should be normal. He doesn't get why people aren't agreeing with him easily.
Okay, so he's not changing that part though. Let's go back to his wife blaming him.
He's pretty talkative with you about all this shit.
Yeah. So let's go back maybe to the incident's timeline. So again, where were you and your wife when you first saw him?
This is so hard because you can imagine doing a real interrogation. Like, you have to be in the moment. You can't just be sitting here and be like, okay, what are all my questions? What did you say again? You know, you can't do that.
I'm gonna press him. I'm done playing this shit.
Oh shit. They state their voice shaky. Well, what do you mean? A damn burglar? Who do you think killed her?
To me, it's clear you have no love for your wife. You resent her. I would go so far as to say you hate her.
Her voice is wavering. I did hate her, yes. I hated her arrogance. I hated her friends. I hated her fucking bonsai trees. I hated the disrespect she had from me. That doesn't mean I would ever hurt her.
And even more that night, you had an argument, and you also saw a huge opportunity to blame the murder on the burglar you spotted coming in. Is that right?
What? How? I mean, they blabber. Uh-oh, it's looking pretty bad. But he also might be just feeling like thrown off because you are cornering him, right, with everything he said?
Yeah. You've made it quite clear you see violence as a solution, Pearson. You talk with your friends online about it. You had the means and the motive to do it. If you believe in justice, as you say, confess.
Oh, shit. Tears start coming out of his angry eyes. She should have treated me with more respect. She deserved it, and so does my stupid boss, and so do many others. If we don't take things into our own hands, nothing will ever change. I thought you understood that too.
Well, report my findings,
bitch. He did it. He fucking did it.
Yep.
Holy shit. Woo! High five, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Woo! Hell yeah. That was fucking awesome. Wow. Interrogation successful. With the confession secured, Daryl Peterson will be going to jail for a long time. What is Liberation Front business, though? And now what sticks, yeah. I kind of gave him away. It's because now we have to dig into this guy.
Yeah, I mean, we really have to dig into this. That was really cool.
Can we save it, by the way? I just want to make sure, because I know we want to stop and talk for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's the transcript. Oh, cool.
Shit. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, so you can see the path you took. Oh, that's so cool.
That's really cool, man. Well, I don't know, Peyton. I'm actually a little nervous because obviously I think we got to cut it off here, but I'm afraid it won't save our game. You know, I don't know. I guess we'll have to take a risk, eh?
Are you sure? Because it was updating hints and stuff as we were going.
I guess you're right. I have no idea, man. I don't know. But anyways, we hope you've been enjoying this. We really are enjoying this.
Yeah.
Very interesting game.
We had a lot of fun with this.
I love games that make you think.
I'm also trying not to resort to like the Batman interrogation style of just bashing someone's head into a wall and be like, where is he?
It's funny. I remember reading that, the Batman and Psychology book by Travis Langley. I think that's who did that one.
Yeah.
And they talk about that. And talk about, if you guys, by the way, if you love pop culture and you like the concept of psychology applied to pop culture stuff like Batman or Walking Dead or stuff like that, look up those books by Travis Langley. He's a professor at university, I believe. But he studies psychology in relation to pop culture. And it's interesting what he has. We have a book about Batman psychology, and it's really quite interesting. He talks about that interrogation technique, but they talk about like the history of those techniques and how truly unrealistic they are to getting closer to what could be perceived as the truth. Yeah. Because they really aren't that effective.
No, like that's why I was worming my way through the questions of like, okay, I'm like seeing it as a stress ball. So like when to like squeeze the stress ball harder, when to like back off, like just trying to get the full picture and like just clicking around.
Well, what you played with this guy was that he thinks he's a good people person.
Mikey.
Our cat's trying to get her cookies.
It's always cookies and our cats on this channel.
Just leave the cookies alone, friend. God damn it.
Anyways, this is PJ 8-Bit. This has been Interrogation. If you like the game, we put the link in the description below, and based on your reactions, we'll see if we'll play this again.
Oh yeah, I almost want to play more of this.
You want to play more? We're gonna do more.
It's such a cool game. Don't you want to play more?
Let's do it.
We're doing more. We're doing more of this.
We'll
this
do more of it.
Fucking cool. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.
See you next time. Bye-bye.
Look at that fucking asshole feeling sorry for himself.
I know.
Piece of shit.
What happens when I do this?
Oh, it goes to the next thing, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Hold on, Chief. Hold on. We gotta fucking think about this, man.
Yeah, think about this, man.
We gotta think about this shit.
So there's no way to like save it or anything?
Settings? Oh. God, we might have to like play through it again. Okay. Save it. Oh, that's so cool!
Oh,
Look
I
at
love that. See, oh, that's nice.
Oh man, noir detective style shit. That is so fucking cool.
Okay, good. So we can continue it. Yay, we can continue more!
Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
I'm so excited too.
Fucking cool. This is so cool.
That's really cool. I hate to say it, do you want to watch some Walking Dead though after